Hey folks, John here. Yeah, we're in the dark a little bit. Sitting here at the wife's job. I drove her down tonight. And it's 4th of July weekend. And of course, my truck wife's going to have him on his own today. Pretty peaceful event. Um, one loud explosion. I do mean one loud explosion behind our house. Not too sure where exactly it was. My neighbors felt it. Felt the impact from it. My house is block, and the block is filled with concrete. The wife and I were in the bedroom when it happened. A couple of my kids were outside. They heard it. The wife and I didn't even hear it. My bedroom it's literally like a bomb shelter. It's, like I said, block and poured concrete inside of it. So all the walls are like that. My living room, my laundry room, same way. All block. Oh, and it's brick front face. And there's about an inch gap between the brick and the block, so it absorbs everything. But like I said, in my bedroom with the AC going, we'd even hear it. But it made me think a little bit. Like I said, my neighbors, the kids outside, they felt the combustion from it. And maybe think a lot with the house being built the way it is, and my garage being built the same way. Both my garages are built the same way. Poured concrete. In these blocks. It's a really, really strong, building. And where my supplies are at, which I'm not going to give out too much detail. Yes, we have the garage door there, but the garage door has another wall behind it. Then it has concrete behind that. It's pretty, and I'm not going to say that nothing gets through it, because obviously something can. But it's the really strong buildings. And when if shit hits the fan truly bad, that's what you're going to need. And living in a trailer is just not going to cut it. People in these stick homes, if you don't reinforce your walls somehow, your windows, which I have metal grates to have for my windows in the supply house, bomb shelter, whatever. No, not bomb shelter, but the shit hit the fan building, whatever you want to call it. The bug out building. Cattle grates is what they are. They're all the windows. So it's gonna be hard to get through that. I gotta finish getting them in and getting them welded up. But look at your house. Look where you're gonna be. Do you have a basement that you can get to that's underground? Something with layers and layers of protection. If you're just in a wood frame house and somebody's on the outside of it shooting rounds at you, there's a good chance you're going to get hit. Your typical plywood, siding, drywall, and insulation, it's not going to stop a bullet. Not even, much more than a 22 bullet. If you honestly think about it, a 22 pistol, yeah, but a 22 rifle at 30 yards, it's not going to stop him. If it does, it's going to just barely stop him. We're talking about 22. Forget about 5.56, 2.23, 30, whatever it may be. And I just look back. What protection do you have? how are you going to protect your family? You know, I have many sources. And not saying that, my family's 100% protected, because they're not. It's impossible. Unless you got, a millionaire or a multimillionaire and got a 2-foot freaking steel door solid, and you're in the mountains somewhere, you're not 100% protected. But going on a level of 1 to 10, how protected are you in the living room, kitchen, bedrooms? Where's your safe zone? You have to have a safe zone. A normal house, a safe zone is going to be in the middle of the house if you don't have a basement. If you have a basement, of course, that's underground, then that's going to be your safe zone. And you got to have that safe spot where your family, not so much you who's protecting your family, but for your family to hunker down and be safe while the people who protect the land are protecting it. Me and my son and a few other people will be on the outside perimeter if we get that bad. Even when we're on the inside, we're going to watch the surveillance. The wife, the other kids, the girls, even at the bug out location, have certain spots where they can go and certain spots they can't go, because certain spots are more vulnerable. All my windows are painted over, so that, I can't see out, they can't see in, but I still have the cameras, so that gives me my advantage. And you really need to think about this. Where is your safe zone, and how many layers of protection you have? Mattresses help. And I'm not talking about these little bullshit mattresses, real, true, thick mattresses. Leaning up against the walls. Old porcelain tubs, they're strong. Lay down one. Get yourself, if you're possible, when you have a closet, and I'm not talking about a little one, decent size, walk-in closet, whatever. Do layers of, like, door rock, to help protect your family. I understand you still have a door or whatnot, but less ways for things that hurt you come in is the more protected they're going to be. And folks, that's what you really need to think about. Protecting your family. Making sure that they are in their safe zone. Make sure they have a true safe zone where they're going to be. Nobody is know where my kids' bunks are going to be. Where their bunks are is that the average person can't think about it. And if you're on the outside of the building and you're shooting at the bunk, you're shooting inside the building, there's a 5% chance of you actually putting a bullet in a bunk. And that's where you gotta look at it. Be on the outside looking in. If you're gonna shoot this building, where would you shoot? If you wanted to take these people out, and you're on the outside, where are you gonna come in at? And fortify that to maximum capabilities that you can. Even if you buy one thing a week, one thing a month, and just add extra protection to that room. It is well worth it. By now, if you do not have enough food for a few months, if by now you do not have a way to grow new food, you do not have the ways to provide food for your family and water, you are so far behind where I don't know if you can actually get to the point where you be good because of the price of everything. Now, I'm sure if you're, you could if you make $200,000, $300,000 a year, sure. But we're talking about the average income for a family of $60,000, $60,000, $50,000, $40,000. It's really hard to go out and spend several $1,000s a month on prep foods. It's impossible almost. So, I mean, and I know some states are doing that whole thing with the food stamps, whatever, where they're giving you food stamps. Even if you don't qualify for them, you're getting food stamps no matter what. And that's all great and dandy. And, use them. Do it. If you can get them in your state, do it. Use the assistance that the government's going to give you to the best of your capabilities, and don't say you're too good for it. Because remember, people, your family's on the line here. They're truly on the line. You have to protect them. And if you gotta go file for food stamps, and just because we're still in a situation where everybody's getting the food stamps in some states, even if it's freaking got $65 a freaking month, do it. That's freaking 4, 5, 6 cases of soups. That's a case of Spam. That's a couple cases of water. Whatever. Do it. That's most time you can actually do it online, or you call them up. You don't even have to go in person. Or if you do got to go in person, you got to go pick up a damn card. Don't think you're too good for it. Use the government for everything they're going to give you. Don't be thinking, oh, well, I'm going to be embarrassed or whatever. Because the odds that the person in front of you in that line and the person behind you in that line, at least 2 more people in that line that you're in at a store, is going to be using a food stamp card. Do not down yourself to protect your family. Do what you got to do to protect them, and getting government assistance is one of them. Do it. I don't care if you pick up trash rims up alongside the road and put rims up against the wall. Car rims. Do it. I don't care what you protect your family with. Your family is a lot more important than your ego. If you have one room in your house that looks like shit, but it makes your house that much more secure, guess what? That one room can look like shit. I don't care. This is the best advice I can give anybody. Find a way to secure your location. Use every resource you can to get ready, because it's coming. Gas is almost $5 a gallon. Diesel's always $5 a gallon. The stores, shit, I got more food than some of these damn stores. Hell, I probably got more food than most of these stores. You have to protect your family. Nobody's going to down you for protecting your family. And if they do, screw them. It's their loss. Later, folks.